Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I will be walking through the seventh program. So, if whether you are a beginner or preparing for placement, this is going to be super helpful. So, let's move on to the program concept. The program is ZigZag Subarray row. It's very easy program. So, now let's see the questions what they are given. The program must accept the integer matrix of size R and C, that is row and column value, and an integer k as the input. So, the program must print the output based on the following conditions. So, okay, for the first row in the matrix, the sum of the integer in the first subset of size k must be printed. The second row in the matrix, the sum of integer of second subset of size must be printed. So likewise, it move on to for each rows. See, our first line contain row and column value. Next line we get the matrix as input. Third line is the kth value. So okay, here let's we see about example input output test case. Here 7 and 5. The row value is 7. 5 is the column value. So we got the input matrix from user, that is 7 cross 5 matrix, and then next k value is 3. So how? Now let's see how it will work and print the sum value. Means if k value is 3 means for first row we only add 3 number of add 3 number, that is its first subset. Second row we have to add the second subset of 3 number, that is up to k. So second subset is 40, 65, 95. Third row we have to add the third subset. So 46, 55. If we reach the end of the column value means we decrement the column values 1 and again we add 3 number, that is 56, 63, 63. And then decrement one number, one column number 95, 12, 94, add this number and print, that is 201. And then if we reach the end of the row means again what we do, we have to increment the row number, increment the column number and again add 3. If k value is 5 means we add 5 values from the for each row. Here number is 3, so only we add the 3. I think you understand about the input output test cases. First we have to get the input, that is row value and column value as input from the user, and then next we want to get the matrix, that is if input 4 and 5 means we 4 cross 5 matrix, we have to get the input from user, and then next kth value. If k is 3 means for each row we have to add 3 values, that is subset of each row. If row first row have, if first row we add the first 3 value, it is first subset. Second row we increment the just increment column value as 1 and then add numbers, that is a loop iterate up to 1 to k. Okay. For third row, increment the column value as 1, add next 3 values. If we reach the end of the row means again for next iteration decrement the column value, that is reverse process. Reverse process we have to add and print the value. So if we reach end of the column, that is again we come in the starting value of the column means then we iterate increment one column value and again we add the next 3 number. So this is the program. Sorry, this is the solution. Now let's now move on to the program. So this zigzag pattern concept is the one algorithm followed. The algorithm is rail fence algorithm. Yeah, that using that algorithm only, that approach for this problem is very simple. So now let's move on to the concept. So this is the class name as main. Inside the main function, I will do all these process. So use the scan. As we all know, use the scanner class to get the input from the user. That is row value, column value matrix. So first task is get the R. That is row value. That is row value, and then C is column value. Here we use the start next line because here after we get the column value it leave one new line character. So next if we use the array means it won't get the one value as input, it consider that new line character at the end of the array. So for getting the 2 cross 2 matrix, that is 4 cross 5 matrix or any other matrix input. If we need to get as input from the user, means we use a two-dimensional array only. For single array means no problem. For matrix like problems, we use two-dimensional matrix only. Two-dimensional array only. So I declare the array for getting the input from the user. So using the loop, for 2D array we use two loops, that is nested loop. First loop I is equal to 0 to R, and then j is equal to 0 up to C, up to column value. So you all know that that is I is outer loop, j is inner loop, I for row, and then j loop for column value. So as we all know very clearly about that, after getting the matrix value, the input from user, next our task is to get the k value. So now our input process is over. Now we move on to the logic. It's very easy. Here I is for row. You all know that I is for row, J is for column, and then L is also for using it in the column value only. Inside the while loop, I not equal to R. Why I am putting this condition means I increment the I value for every iteration. So our loop is going to execute up to row. That is, if our row R value is 5 means from 0 to 5 row only present in the matrix. So up to there our process is execute is enough. So only while loop I use this logic. Here I set the sum is equal to 0 because for each row we have to add its subset and print the sum value. For that purpose I set the sum value as 0. Next I am using one loop because for each row if k value is 3 means what's our task? Just we add 3 values from one column to another column value, that is from 0 to k. 0 to k means if our k value is 3 means 0, 1 to 3 times it 3 to, just for each row 3 value is enough. So only I am using this loop. So a is equals 0 up to k 3. If k value is 3 means 3 times this loop going to execute. So I add the I get the array value, that is array of I j, add it to the integer value, that is sum, integer variable, that is sum. So this loop is going to execute up to k times, and then by for each iteration we add it to the sum variable and increment the j because j is the column value, because j refers the column value. If see the input, see for first row, sorry, okay, for first row k value is 3 means first 3 values are added and printed sum. So next it is the zigzag array means first it move from left to right and then right to left, left to right. This is the process. So first 3 values it added. So for next row what we have to do? We have to iterate one column value into column value as 1, that is j plus plus. So if next row it starts from index value 1 to next 3. So third row what we have to do? We have to increment the column value. So only our program we use here j plus plus. It refers to the column value. For each, if one row is completed means next row we increment the j value. From that j value only our loop is going to execute. So only that I increment the j value. Here next condition is what? If L is equal to column minus K. Initially we said the L is equal to 0. So our column value is what? I think 5. Column value is 5 means 5 minus K, 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. So here we check that L is equal to 2. L is 0. Why I am using this means, see, in this matrix, if we reach the middle of the matrix means that is this value only we will check. If we reach the middle of the matrix means we set the flag value as 1. Okay. See, flag value is 1 means I decrement the L value, L minus minus. If L value is 0 means I set flag 0. If flag 0 means I just increment the L plus plus and then I set the L value to the J. J is for column. see, if we reach if we reach the middle means what I do, I set the flags equal to 1. See here in the program I set the flag. If flag value is 1 means decrement the L. Here L is refers as the column. So if I reach the middle of the column value means there up to three values after I add it, it reaches the end of the row. So already I am told that from left to right completely moved means then we have to move from right to left. So now what our process, we have to move from right to left. So now here it is the j value. So only we decrement the j value. So here now we adding the values, that is 63, 63, 56. That is only decrement the L is equal to L minus minus, because if it move at the reach at the end means we have to decrement and then again it move from the right to left. For that purpose only I am set the L minus minus. So if VAG value not changed means just I decrement the L plus plus, and then for each iteration column value is 1 incremented, and then from that column value it move the loop up to k. Okay, so I set the j is equal to 11 here, sorry, j is equal to L here, and then I increment the row value. So if here I plus plus means first I value is 0, here after increment the I, it becomes the 1. Okay, and then finally we print the sum. So now I execute. Input value. I think you guys understand about this. It is very easy because just use one loop. Inside that some variable is 0, and then I am using one for loop for because k up to k value we need to find the subset and then sum it, and then that value only we have to print. So only I'm using that loop. So if we reach the middle column value means we set the flag 1. If flag 1 means just we decrement the column value. If that is 0, if flag not change means just increment the process, setting the flag 0. So that is, it's very simple process. See, the output is correctly occurred. It's very, I'm using some simple logic. If you have any other easiest logic that is optimized answer for this program means you suggest in the comment box. So thank you. That's for today's video. I hope you found the explanation clear and solution helpful. If you enjoy this content or learn something new, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more such coding tips and tutorials. If you want any tutorial videos also, please suggest it. I will upload the video very clearly. Sorry. Thank you.